You had months to send me the sheet.
I apologize.
Yeah.
I'm sending her right now. Hold on.
6 ERPPCs.
This is this motherfucker who does his homework at his desk as the teacher is asking for it to be passed up.
Lately, yes.
Okay.
6 ERPPCs.
Yep, if you can just get me like an Imgur link or something, I'll get it right on the walking page.
I'm gonna get you a JPEG.
Fantastic. Friends,
Yes.
we're here. Welcome to part 2 of the series finale of Battletech, A Time of Total Warfare. I'm joined by a lot of people, so many people we don't have an overlay because that would, our faces would be incredibly small. Just get that raw Zoom footage, which means no one should use Zoom chat or it's going to pop up on the bottom of the screen. Don't use Zoom chat. That's all I'm asking. Eric Fulgaris. Oh, listen. I run Oath of Endosteel. I know that you don't do. Well, you literally asked for one thing.
You can't trust Eric's. I get it.
Eric Fulgaris, Eric Limo. Just gonna. Yeah. It's a day. It's been a day. For me, APGamingREAL, what I have to say is it's September. You have yet to have ever subscribed to me on Twitch during the month of September 2020. You can do so at 20, 25, and 30% discount for 1, 3, or 6 months. What a savings. What a savings. Get started now today. Twitch.tv/APGamingREAL. Cyberpunk 2020++ is back after not being back. Rogue Trader is not back after being back, but is heading towards its season finale. An Oath of Endosteel is starting the final arc of season 1, which will probably take at least 3 more months because of how the show works. It's gonna be a long time. Look yourself in. I don't know how to do intros here. There's just so many people. I'm gonna do it clockwise and we'll end with James. We'll go whoosh. Yeah, that's right, James. Laugh it up. All of the audience members are on the show. Yeah. So we're gonna start with the top audience member, Soundwave's Ghost, a man who hasn't guested on this show, but who made a character near and dear to all of our hearts who so many people are hoping will die.
I'm actually hoping he's the one aerospace fighter that pulls through. The track record for us has not been great.
My luck, I'll walk off the board, and that's how I get away.
Soundwave, who are you? Where can people find you, and what do you do?
Like you said, I'm Soundwave's Ghost. I play games on the internet sometimes over on one of AP's former cast members, Lucas G. Variety's channel. I play on, I want to say 75% of his shows right now, and I run one, Alien RPG, which is a very fun game. I suggest folks to look it up if you have the time. It's different, it's fun, and it's very, I want to say, tripping with theme was a fun word. It's got a new stress mechanic that I enjoy using against my players, not being against me. Otherwise, I'm just hanging out on your channel, just being in Discord, helping folks out, understand what's going on when I can, because I tend to pretend to be an executive producer for people's shows because I don't have time to be in them all. That's about it for me. It's pretty much just getting ready to do the next thing with Lucas, which he's trying to get together a band of blades together. That's taken us a while to get a cast for. It's one of those games. It's hard to get into, and then once you get into it, you don't want to leave.
See. You know, if this was a Band of Brothers group, we should turn to someone who was my brother, Pondothemad. Yeah, I'm bringing it. But listen, Pondo, it was that, or I held up a note card saying Pondo broke the bed joke as my intro for you. And I chose the calmer one. I chose the better one. So do your intro and appreciate that my introduction for you wasn't as bad as it could have been.
Yeah, I'm Pondo. I've been here since the beginning, and it's a wild ride that is finally ending. about maybe 2 seasons ago. I thought it would never end, and now it is. Yeah, no, I just recently been, as James put it earlier, while we are just all talking together, I'm pouring myself out as recently. Going to do editing stuff for people, hopefully. As soon as I find
Pouring
more
yourself
people.
out? Oh,
Yes.
no.
What do you think freelance work is? That's pretty much it
Next
for
week,
me.
we're going to hear about Pondothemad's new OnlyFans account. Wow.
So where I put my sweet COD montages. Got to get the lens flare right on
Paid
the scope
backers
as we do
only.
360.
COD with a D, audience. COD. Settle down.
Rad, just go. Just go.
Can hear the
Yeah, I'm Raddosaurus, and I'm happy to be here tonight with all my friends, and I'm looking forward to playing games. My life has been status quo, I guess you could say, for the most part. You know, with my ever flexible deployment schedule, I've basically been on leave the country on call now for like a couple weeks. So who knows what's happening with that? My suspicion is nothing will happen in that department until post-election. So I don't know. I'm kind of, people are telling you like be ready, but I'm just kind of twiddling my thumbs, to be honest with you. My wife and I recently watched all of The Umbrella Academy, which is a pretty cool show. I can solidly recommend it to anybody who likes that type of like genre show. I will say that it starts a little generic, but give it a couple of episodes to get its hooks into you, and I firmly believe you will enjoy it. It has some really great characters and some really okay characters, but I feel like the great characters easily carry the show on their back. I feel like they're really good. So Umbrella Academy has been a real good watch. I'm kind of looking for what our next show is going to be. That's it, really. I wish I had more movies to talk about, but movies just like aren't a thing anymore. So that's pretty much it. That's it. That's all I got.
Should have started your intro with "I'm the daddy" here.
Well, I'm not the only one, though.
Yes, but it would have been a good Umbrella Academy reference.
I get it. You know, Arthur actually reminds me a lot of Fives in the show.
I'm a crotchety old man.
Just because you're a constant ball of like rage and
Negativity.
superiority, and you're like, everyone around me is a fucking idiot, and it is so frustrating.
Just follow what I'm saying, and everything will work out.
I don't have time to explain to you anything because you're obviously so beneath.
That explains why I felt so much vibe with that character now.
Dude, real talk. You're Fives.
I see it.
You're Diego.
Wow. Ouch.
Wasn't it ouch?
Ouch.
He can literally dodge bullets.
Yeah, but he constantly fails throughout the entire show.
Well,
I guess they all kind of do, to be fair,
right.
But
he fails at his goals, but he does a lot of good stuff in response to his failing at doing things. He fails to achieve his shitty goals, and in actuality achieves really great stuff as a byproduct of failure.
yeah, I can see that.
You know, speaking of X, let's talk to Cottontailed. I didn't have anything to go.
Hi, I am here. Well, that's all. That's on my intro for now.
Are you sick?
No, I briefly lost my inhaler and I needed it. That's why we were gone at the beginning. So I just took it and I'm just gonna stop talking.
She's vibing right now, bro. With breathing.
You know, speaking of someone who's always vibing, Glimo. Also known as Eric Glimo now. That's his new name.
Apparently, I'm Eric Limo. It's been a long time since I've been on AP's show. Whole 18 hours.
Yeah, that's good.
20 hours, but yeah.
20 hours, yeah. Yeah. Not a whole lot since James saved my ass last night, and yeah, I'm here. See if I can get blown up.
Okay, so really nothing has changed between the two shows. I understand.
No, not really. No.
James will also save your ass here. Got it.
Although I feel like this game's less lethal,
Yeah.
less instantly lethal.
Yes.
That's a lie.
Objection.
Like that was my
There's
like
several Orion pilots
minute
that
and a half
disagree
of
with you.
panic last night is like, do I really want to die on the third episode?
Like, God, character creation takes so long. Is that really a road I'm ready to walk again so soon?
Pondo's new mech has 8 Gauss rifle bins. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Gracious.
That
No,
man is
5.
looking to have 2 arms explode.
The back of his head just looks like a 1960s telephone switchboard.
It's just the clan version of Devastator, really.
Gas
That's
rifle
better.
bins don't explode. Only gas rifles explode.
Yes. I forgot about that.
But the explosion of Gauss rifles is terrible.
Speaking of Eric's, let's talk to Eric Glimagaris.
I don't know who that is.
All right.
Apparently, we're
Eric
twins
Vulgaris.
now.
All right. Yeah. Hi, everybody. I'm Eric. I'm Eric Vulgaris everywhere. I am what would it be? Resurrecting? Coming back? Just returning as Mozzie, the Australian mech pilot with a grudge against the clans, as pretty much we all do. And it's going to be really awkward having an Australian accent with James here.
Well, it's about as the same as me having a Texan accent with Rad.
I feel like I don't have an accent.
I don't know.
No.
Yeah,
No, you don't.
but when we're trying to pretend we're Texans, don't you feel slightly offended for your entire state?
I mean, not really.
Bless your heart.
I feel like this Texan accent is easy to replicate. So even when people try to do bad ones, I'm like, I know people that talk like that in real life. That's really
No,
not as bad
it's-
as you
yeah.
probably think it is.
You don't.
Believe it or not, it's not close to what I'm used to in the Appalachians.
Yeah, I feel like Pondo's got a much thicker accent than I do. It's not Texan per se, but it's like, it's Southern more or less.
Yeah.
Hey,
He's
it's a long
he's a lot
callback, but
twangier than I am.
remember that an American coworker once asked me why only people who live outside America have accents.
Yeah, that is a long callback.
Wow. Actually,
Excuse me?
growing up, I had people ask me, living in Texas, growing up, I had people ask me where I was from because they didn't think I was from Texas. They felt like I had like a northern accent or something. And they're like, wait, you're not from here, are you? I'm like, no, I was born and raised, been here almost my whole life.
Yeah, I got the
Young
same
Rab was
thing.
like,
I just watched a lot of dubbed anime. That's how I learned to speak.
I don't know. My parents went to college. I don't know what to tell you.
Makes a lot of excited grunting noises.
Speaking of college, I got a new mech. I will not be piloting the Crusader anymore. The Walking Dead spiked death trap. I have not as many PPCs, but I will be piloting something pretty awesome.
You have 4
You're
PPCs.
piloting an awesome.
Yeah.
What do you mean not as many?
You
Because you
moved
said
from
you
the
were bringing
community
a
college
6
of mechs to an
PPC.
You're
actual
bringing a
university
sixer.
of
You're bringing
mechs.
6 ERs.
He's
No,
not.
I'm not. I'm bringing
did
2
it.
GOS, 2 ER PPCs. I after seeing I had it, I considered it. But I'd like to play and not have to wait a whole turn just to cool down to be able
I'm
to
That
piloting-
51 center torso armor is stupendous.
I'm piloting both the King Crab and the Centurion. The Centurion is on the front of the King Crab and a mech-sized baby Bjorn.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be using both of them.
It's a papoose.
Yeah, little papoose.
Yeah.
The Source Digivolve soon.
Cradle. Oh my God.
James, as the vaunted centerpiece to our Hollywood squares where everyone wants to get either an X or an O, what can you say about yourself?
I am James, the Grimdark podcast. I've had a very exciting week. You can hear all about it if you watch Arthur's Cyberpunk show from yesterday. That's my attempt at clickbait to get people to go and find out what's happening in my life. Otherwise, I'm just here to play Battletech today.
Are you referring to Cyberpunk 2020 plus plus?
That's it.
Like,
Yeah.
The hit
Battletech
show on
and chew
AP
bubblegum.
Gaming Real's YouTube
A
and Twitch?
Cyberpunk 2E adventure, yeah.
That's
Oh,
it.
wow.
3 amazing things happened to me this week. Number 2 will
Neat.
shock you. Go find out.
Number 3 is that it's Australian Father's Day on Saturday.
No spoilers.
Yeah, I appreciate the no spoilers. Anything we need to cover before we get started with the shooting?
It was floated that if you die in this game, you get kicked off the Discord. That's not true, right?
Who? You made that up, didn't you? No one actually said that. No, Eric, what you need to realize is that if you die in the game, you die in real life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you're banned from Discord. Not just
There
Arthur's
is-
Discord. Discord,
Eh.
like the whole thing, all of it.
There is one thing. My vehicle can only carry 1 ton of bomb. And I didn't know if anybody in charge of this unit was going to dedicate what bomb he was carrying.
Nope, you get to pick.
What's the most dangerous?
What
Probably
is
something
the most
napalmy,
likely
right?
to not explode you immediately?
Well,
Gotta
No.
be
The opposite
that
of
happens if it gets shot. Yeah, that's going to happen regardless.
Probably
Okay.
something flamey.
And the
It's probably
traditional
the
is
worst.
like that AoE explosive, right?
You've probably been looking into the bombs more than I have, which I haven't looked at all.
I mean, we could just go with the Arrow 4. I mean, I can put an Arrow 4
yeah.
to use as
Absolutely, I'm the only one that has tags, so
a bomb. It's an air-to-ground missile, so I can still fire it like a bomb. It's 20 points, so
Thought it was
Are there any
4.
nuclear options?
No.
sort of. I can drop
No.
mines,
don't
but I
nuclear
don't think we want
explosions
to
do nothing
that.
until they're relevant.
nuclear.
Can you carry one of those 40K missiles? What are they called? With the void?
Void missiles.
I mean, they have sacred
Cyclone
nuclears.
torpedoes?
Yeah.
Sacred atomics, sorry. Cade, the first thing that, or sorry, not Cade, Mozzie, the first thing that happens is we cut to you on your jump ship. You have entered into a weird contract with Crow's Black where you are not technically a pilot of Crow's Black, but you are the personal bodyguard of the ambassador of the Magistry of Canopus. It got really weird for you when Magistry of Canopus units join the fleet. And so people keep inviting you over to their jump ships, warships, and drop ships in order to like have lunch with you and figure out who the hell you are. In
well, that's
addition,
great.
you've recently finished filming a war film entirely on green screen on your dropship that included an entire scene of like running through a forest and hiding behind bushes. That was very difficult. It's called Cade's War, and it's highly popular. It's about a Lyran infantryman in a sort of coming of age / discovering the horrors of war and sorting out the morality of war versus the Jade Falcon clan. He
Defo.
over the course of several weeks of fighting on the planet, he eventually becomes a Mechwarrior and forces the Jade Falcons off, but a single tear rolls down his eyes, their dropships take off, and he no longer knows which side he's fighting for. Very confusing movie. Definitely gonna be one of those Academy Award winner. Never heard from again.
Great. So then I will be recalling and my regaling tales of being on set for this film.
Fantastic. You have been called, as has everyone else on the Zoom call, to the CSV. Can't remember the name of this trap ship. Discerning Valor. Sorry, it's a jump ship. You're going to be receiving your briefing. Tomorrow is the day that you all jump to the final objective of Task Force Bulldog and engage the clans on the Smoke Jaguar homeworld.
Oh. So there's this moment, right? So I've been talking to these noble people, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh crike, I have to take this. And then and I'm like thinking in my head, I'm just gonna have to like ghost whoever's gonna call me. And then I finally get this call here, and it's like literally just join this dropship, we're going to war, And it's like I just take off my glasses just to put them back on.
When you walk in the room,
It's on. Yeah. It's on, ain't it?
so the rest of you, military personnel all, all
Really?
turn as the door opens, and a movie star wearing glasses says it's on as he walks into the room.
And it's McGurk saying that.
That could actually have been true. You're muted, Rad.
We walk in from 2 different doors at the same time, both with sunglasses on.
So confused right now.
Oh, it's been a while. Good to see y'all.
There he is. There's my guy.
There's my McGurk. Look at
Sorry, who
you.
is this?
Oh, I do it. This is in canon. The nice cultural up nod. How y'all doing? Go by Mozzie. May have heard of me or seen me on a movie of some, perhaps. No, Kate's World. No.
The film they keep playing in the theater here. It's one of the films we actually got to download before we left. I saw it. Okay, I recognize you.
Yeah, right. So you're a man of culture.
It's a woman of culture.
Woman. I know. A person of culture.
Yeah.
I feel like, how dark are those glasses? Can you even see out of those things, Mozzie?
Is it like sunglasses with like the stunner shade?
Or-
dude?
I mean, sunglasses inside.
The
my man.
it's the new polarization filters. Just
Yeah.
I can't.
Is the
One
polarization
story.
like straight black? Is it sunglasses made
It's
to be
a-
used with welding equipment?
They're a prototype.
PPC
not a
blocking
good-
lenses.
Yeah.
They're designed to be used while walking on the sun.
They made a mech cockpit glass.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're designed to maximize the reflection of explosions.
In fact, this whole time he's been turned 90 degrees to the group, just talking to open space.
This gets confusing really fast.
I'm just gonna leave these off. At least so I can get the dates on this. I don't know. I got this call. Y'all are here. Looks like it's legit, right?
So, you don't recognize the person sitting in the room with the
who's-
rest of the staff. He is wearing a general's uniform, and he looks like he's not amused by any of the shenanigans that has recently happened.
My apologies. I'm so sorry. I didn't know about the stick up your ass. I'm just kidding. Okay. I see that was not a good joke. All right. I'm just gonna take a seat and shut up.
So he sips from some tea on the table.
Hey, Mozzie, you know how you work for me?
You're fired.
Yeah.
You see this guy over here, and I'll point to the general.
Yeah.
I work for
yeah.
him, kind of.
Right. Def. Got it. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna just go quickly write a resignation. No, won't take long.
I believe you're stuck under contract, so hope you got the payout.
It's 9 months back to the inner sphere. So if you would wish to resign, we're
Epic.
going to have to leave you on Huntress.
Epic. I guess I'll just die here then.
I'd prefer that you did not.
Maz, you absolute Chad.
I am Brigadier General Akira Oda, Mr. Mozzie. I have asked you and Lieutenant Colors and even our cultural attaché from the Word of Blake to invite you all to move your military equipment onto this particular dropship and jump ship. Tomorrow will be the final jump into Huntress. We don't know what we'll be facing, but I feel as if we should put all of our extremely special forces in one unit to maximize their specialness.
Some of us are more special than others.
He just
Yeah.
sips from the tea.
does
Yes,
he mean by that?
Lieutenant Colors, even you.
I'm honored to be considered part of this unit.
You've always been a member of Crow's Black.
Active, sir. It's been a while.
I mean, you've been active since the one little offshore mission that we did.
Yeah. Yes.
Get your name in the credits.
Honestly, I want to be totally honest with you. Surprised that you lived.
I had no doubts that I would survive, sir. And my ship is mech ride. It's fine, sir. It'll do fine. It'll do fine.
Who are you?
I sign every check. Who are you?
What would you say you do here?
Me, sir? Before now, I was just coordinating all air combat control. I was technically retired from piloting.
McGurk's adding up how many pilots they've lost. I'm like, so this is our air combat controller, huh?
You hear Harbinger like
I think
loudly
Beatty just gives the
stage
nod,
whisper,
knowing
I heard
knowing
he's
look.
the one that gets everyone HR training.
The general takes another sip of tea during this moment of calm.
So are you also a mech pilot? Why are you special?
My vehicle platform is multi-configured. I can be mech or aerofighter.
Oh, you're that guy. Right.
Probably know me for the silly song I like to hum when I'm working. Most people remember that part more.
What silly song?
You'll hear it later.
We'll get there.
It would seem that none of you require further introduction. I will fill out the paperwork. Just make sure that your machines are moved to this dropship. Crow's Nest will be your new home until Huntress. All, you're dismissed. I'm going to leave. You can stay here. Although in 15 minutes this room is scheduled for a Sleemow dance contest.
Stand up.
Is it quick? Hey, Mozzie, quick question. Is it too late to sign up for it?
You
Yes.
will need to speak with the organizer.
Right. Okay.
The general just picks up his tea and leaves.
His own office? Or is this like a ready room?
No, this is it's like a conference room.
Okay.
He's renting it. He's time sharing.
All right.
It's time sharing it from Comstar, which is literally Comstar's entire job.
There's like an iPad outside the door which has like all these different briefings, and then like one dance contest right in the middle.
Yeah. Perfect. Well, everyone, it's gonna be a pleasure. Hope you all are doing well. Looking forward to it. Is there a decent room in the Crow's Nest for me?
Nope.
Perfect.
Yeah, no, unfortunately not.
Is there at least decent booze?
There's plenty of that.
This tolerable goose.
Hey, watch your mouth. I worked hard on that.
That's
Oh, what?
I'll be
it's a sore subject. Sorry.
and I'll be hosting services for the Word at sunrise tomorrow. If you would care to join.
Why does it sound like Pascal's here now?
Wrong accent. Sorry.
Okay. Is there anything anyone wants to do before you jump into one of the most heavily armed camps in known space to commit genocide?
So is there actually like a combat briefing prior to arriving in system, or?
There is, but the briefing is for aerospace pilots and the dropship, jumpship, warship commanders.
Okay, yeah, because I was keen to find out first off is, because we bought warships, are we expecting space combat
Yes.
when we arrive? And
Yes.
then is it a hot drop? Are we dropping straight into combat, or are we planning to land, set up, and
It's
then go
a
to battle after that?
10-day drive to the planet. They don't have a pirate point, so they're going to arrive at the zenith point of the sun.
Okay. But the
So
expectation
if
is
there's
it's
warship combat, it's going to be a long, long ride to the planet.
Yep. Okay.
And hopefully not explode in the middle of space.
Yes. Definitely that part.
Then we jump malfunction, and this whole episode doesn't work.
You're cast 300 years in the future.
With
Space
the
magic?
aliens.
What?
No, please, no. Oh yeah, the aliens. I forgot that existed.
You appear on a planet called Whittington several years prior.
30. It's 3029.
Yeah.
You begin attacking the planet for no apparent reason.
Yeah. Seems
What
like
if-
a good idea at the time.
AP, what if this is the signal? Just saying. The show deep cut.
What if
Okay.
Eric has to play both sides of the table at the same time?
Oh my
they
god,
go-
we could have a face-off situation.
They go thinking they're going to find this Star League cache, and instead they find Crow's Black frozen in a space iceberg.
This is Avatar the Last Airbender?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
See, audience, this is how deep Arthur plans these guys.
Yeah, this was always the plan.
Go
Wow.
back to season 1. The clues are there.
That's right. The breadcrumb
I
trail
wanna
is so
believe.
obvious once you know.
Listen, the rapier reveal is still devastating people as they catch up to it. They're like, my favorite NPC! No! I'm like, that's right. He's been dead for over half the show.
That actually gave me a. Well, that's how he actually managed to survive all that
Yeah,
crap.
he did.
I never actually met Rapier.
That's true. You only met Evil Rapier. Which is questionable because the original Rapier was an assassin and murder for hire, and this Rapier is an upstanding military gentleman. So,
Yeah, that's the weird part. It's like he forgot how to play Rapier for a moment.
McGurk, are you making any preparations? So
As far
they're
as-
encouraging people not to take drugs to put themselves to sleep during the jump, just in case anything happens,
Okay.
which will
No,
of
I mean,
course leave you suffering from TSD.
I feel like he did most of his career that way, so it's probably not that big a deal to him.
Yeah, they just don't want you to like explode in your sleep.
No, he just unpacks his old, horse feed bag that he uses to vomit into repeatedly.
All of your mechs are being temporarily refitted with electromagnetic grips to hold you to the deck in case they have to open the dropship's sides and have you shoot out of it, in the extremely rare case that the boarding action is necessary against your jump ship.
I'm ready.
Okay, that's good.
Was born ready.
Keep them from hitting the anchor.
You press F,
Muted.
but then someone jumps forward and grabs the anchor before it goes down.
No.
So we're jumping inside of our mechs, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Just in case there's a fleet battle, and again, they need you to like shoot elementals off the side of the ship.
Yep.
So, on the morning of March 30th, the jump happens, and as soon as the jump is complete, all of the Comstar personnel on the jump ship and the Comstar personnel throughout the fleet are going insane because there is wreckage throughout the system indicating there has been not one but 2 or more fleet battles in different locations, and that there are several warships in orbit of the planet currently. And it's a long transmission time from there to the planet, so they're trying to send identification beacons, but there are so many dead warships up here. It's like 100 billion C-bills, and thousands of people must have died. Someone then pipes the fleet's like main communications officer, pipes to every ship and every mech the feed coming from the planet, which is a man going, "This is Commodore Alain Barisic of the CSV Invisible Truth. I represent Task Force Serpent. We are live and we require immediate assistance. Serpent is currently engaged on the planet. We have taken 80% losses. All forces are in retreat. And all of you are called to get out of your war machines and attend a briefing on the dropship, as all of the dropships begin detaching from their jump ships and warships and moving at 1 gravity towards the planet. The radar scanner looks like a Jackson Pollock. Yeah, probably. So you guys are virtually conferenced to the general, who says, Major, I knew we spoke about this earlier, but it would appear that my concerns were correct. Prince Victor Davian is going to attempt to use our unit in the most mercenary way possible. Rather than move at combat speeds to make it to the planet, we'll be taking a leisurely 10-day course rather than a 7-day, for reasons that no one understands. And number 2, Victor is going to be using our unit in order to pin down the right-hand side of his drop. Wherever we end up on the planet, we will be escorting the 10th Lyran Guards. So I expect that your extreme flank will probably be hit quite hard.
Nothing new, sir.
I'm starting to receive more information. We'll be heading to one of the Southern Army encampments. The Northwind Highlanders and other units are rallying as best they can, being pursued by some of the best Smoke Jaguar forces available. The fighting has continued throughout the Duan swamps. Our dropships will be landing behind the swamps and offloading. However, I'll be tasking your unit to land in the swamps and to link up with the Northwind Highlanders as quickly as possible to provide a rear guard.
Understood.
Normally this maneuver wouldn't be possible, but I am assured that the captain of your dropship, very good, which is the only reason she is tolerated.
I understand completely.
Going to attempt to show you the battlefield now. There's a chance that everyone's tabletop simulator will instantly crash, ruining the entire night.
From what I heard, the size of the battle, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Hold on to your
So,
boots.
before I load it up, I just want to know who's taking what mechs from the player side. I didn't know if anyone wanted to take their lighter options or their heavier options.
No, I'm taking the I'm going to die, Mac.
Yes, I know you're bringing the Direwolf.
The Masagari.
Okay.
Kinnear.
You don't have an option to not
You
take
don't
the
have to
Bucky
declare. Yeah, we know.
Take the Marauder.
I thought so.
I feel like the obvious choice and the fan favorite is to take the Crab, but I'm going to take the Centurion because I enjoy piloting it a lot more, and
You just want to punch
it's the
another
last fight.
direwolf in the face.
So I'm going to pilot the mech that I have the most fun fighting.
Yep.
Oddly enough, this is the perfect map that you can pull off a 12 hex charge.
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
A swamp?
Oh yeah, are there any particulars we should know about before
Yes.
I pick my mech about the battlefield? Like, is
Yes, it's a swamp. It's got
So is
bog rules just like last time you did a swamp. So moving through the bog is very bad. Gives you a pretty large chance to fall down and die.
Yeah.
Jumping into a swamp automatically gets you caught in the swamp, but you can jump back out later if your jump jets are still working.
sounds miserable.
Yeah, it's not great.
Is
With what
Does heat-
experience I had, I purchased Lucky 2 just because I figured it would be nice.
Bitch.
Yeah. And what about heat?
never mind. My mech doesn't even have heat, double heat sinks in the leg, so it doesn't matter. My question's moot.
In bogs, no. If you're in standing like 1 deep water, yes. But no.
Well, with that
Intersphere
information,
mechs
I guess
don't
I
have-
will take the Crab then. If I'm not going to be able to run around much anyway, doesn't really matter.
There's plenty of space to run around in, just not in the middle of the map.
Yeah, but doesn't every movement take like 2 or something like that? Because it's in the
Yes.
swamp. Yeah, I'll just
You
take
can
the
also-
crab.
I just got an
every hex
achievement.
or
Brad,
just
you
the
could
swamp
also-
hexes?
Yeah, you could theoretically jump through and then run if, you know, like, I don't know. You really want to play the Centurion.
I mean,
You
I
gotta-
do, but I don't want to also like gimp myself.
Right.
You know, like I'm not gonna play a mech designed to go fast on a map that's designed to make you not go fast.
Seems like a bad time.
So I'm just gonna pilot the crab.
Very well.
To bump a stat, it's the level you're wanting times 1.5, correct?
I
think that's
have
skills.
not
I think
spent any
stats
of
are.
my XP.
I think stats are
because I-
times 2.
Didn't know how to up my gunnery for sure.
I'm sure Mechwarrior Destiny has all of that filled out because I have no idea. offhand.
I believe it's times 1 for the first 2 points and times 3 per point after that for attributes.
I thought attributes was 2 times the number you were going to. Maybe I'm
I
thinking of
have
something else.
26 XP. How high can I move my reflex from 2?
That's a great question. Quite a bit would be the
Probably
answer.
pretty damn high.
I have not spent my XP because I didn't know how to spend it for sure, and I was a little embarrassed to ask.
All right, I will open up Mechwarrior. Game
Because it
Master.
changed, and I don't know why they changed that certain aspect of it.
Yeah, I mean, I have 26 XP. Seems like a good time to just, be a 0-0 pilot gunner.
Let's not go crazy.
So for all of our guests, you guys are 2-2 pilots for the day.
Yeah.
2-2.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
For all what?
The guests.
Oh, okay.
Do we get an SLA or anything special or no?
Yeah, you can each choose one. Most of you already have one.
Okay, thank you.
You had Melee Master, but it sounds like you probably want something
Probably
different.
not. Yeah,
Your
definitely.
service level agreement is destroy the enemy. Don't get destroyed yourself.
Yes. Well, they're guests, so they can destroy themselves. It doesn't matter.
Listen, I'm not even going to do the math. I'm just going to use what XP I have to say I'm a 2-2 as well, instead of being a 2-3.
You can probably get way past that, depending.
Oh, I definitely could. I could be a 1-1 easily.
He's looking.
So
What about
between attributes 2 and 3 cost new rank times 1.5. 4 to 5 cost new rank times 3. 6 cost new rank times 6. So to go from 2 to 3 will cost you 5 XP.
What about 2 to 6?
So it would be 5 plus going from 3 to 4 would cost 12, so there'd be 17 total. 4 to 5 would cost you 15, so that brings you up to 32 total. And then 5 to 6 would be 36, would bring you up to 68.
So let's just go with 4. What was it? From 2 to 3 is 5?
Yep. And
And
3
then from
to 4 is 12.
Here's a
12.
17 is what you
Okay.
here's a kind of a silly question. Does the sniper SLA affect minimum range penalties at all? Does it have minimum range penalties as
No.
well as distance?
No, you suffer minimum range as normal.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Yeah, sniper just has medium and long range.
Yeah.
If you want to do like the high level plays, you get the one where you can turn your long range to the same modifier as your short range.
Yeah.
But in short range, you suffer the long range penalty.
I'm sorry, James, you said 1.5 to whatever you're plussing it up to, right?
Yeah, for 2 to 3.
Okay.
Or 1 to 2.
But what
Yeah,
about 3 to 4?
3 to 4 is times 3. So therefore 12 points.
Okay.
Yeah, it goes
Yeah.
up
I think
exponentially.
I'm just going to take sniper. I feel like that's a sniper or lucky.
I almost crashed for a second, but it didn't.
Yeah, it's loading up. Looks good.
Okay, so I just spent 12 points to get my reflex to 4, which made me a 2-1. 2 pilot, 1 gunner. So that's the easiest way for me to do it. So that's what I did.
Nice.
Look at the right thing here.
So it's a bunch of water in the middle of the map and then a bunch of swamp around that.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me see if I can load all of your guys' stuff. Oh, Soundwave's not done loading. Let's not crash Soundwave's computer.
Oh, there's not nearly as much bog on here as I thought there would be.
Correct.
Okay.
Does that mean you want to change back?
God.
No, I've loaded this before. It's just taking its time.
Yeah.
The problem is then what I'm waiting until you're done loading so that I can load in everybody's
disconnected
sheets.
It loaded, then disconnected me.
Shit.
I'll be right back. I had loaded a lot of maps
Um,
earlier, so it's being stupid.
If it's not too much to ask, AP, when you load in the sheets, could we also grab low note cards or something?
Yes. It is too much to ask. Cheers.
And no worries, I'll open a notepad.
Many note cards as you want.
Thank you.
Arthur, are we
That's
supposed to?
fine. I'm just
Are
kidding.
we supposed to know how many waves we're going to fight, or is that would not be known?
Yes. So
Like,
what's
the
happening
mission brief
is
here?
Rapier is taking his elementals. They're jumping out of the landing dropship, and he's pathfinding in front of you to tell you what enemy forces are coming, which is why you know which enemy forces are coming. You'll be fighting 20 clan mechs. They will be coming in waves.
Crap.
All right, let me get your sheets turned the correct direction so that we're all in the same general thing.
No,
You can
no more sound wave.
Come on. I've loaded this map like 3 times. Hold on.
not the map that's the problem, it's all the extra shit. Shit, we can't get Soundwave in. Adam.
I'm thinking.
I can't
I
start in the Centurion and just have the crab like dropped into this lake so I can run to it. If I wanted to get
Wait,
to
the
it.
crab's cockpit is big enough for the Centurion to just fit in.
Yeah.
It's a Russian doll just into a bigger one.
It's like what was the
Season
old
callback. The crab
Xbox?
is in the water.
What was the Xbox Battletech game where you could check
Mech
mechs?
Assault.
Mech Assault, yeah, like that.
Yeah. Mech Assault 2.
With your special power armor, with secret Comstar magic, yes, Mech Assault.
Look, I'll just compromise. I'll take the jump jets off the crab if I can wear the Centurion like a backpack. Seems fair.
You're gonna exoskeleton. You're gonna stand on the top of the Centurion and like punch, and when you punch, it punches as well.
No, it's on there as my escape pod. So when the crab dies, I just eject backwards into the cockpit of the Centurion and run off.
Shit, this was a two-face boss.
That's
Eric,
right.
did you get the sniper?
HP Bark.
This is a Master Blaster situation.
Pondo, yeah, I was thinking about taking sniper. I haven't fully decided, but right now I'm like 99%. I just haven't hit the committed button.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I
what do
do
you
want to
think?
pilot the Centurion,
I mean, it's a
but
nice
I feel
skill.
like 20 clan mechs, there's no way I live past
It's not
like
as good?
10.
No, it's a nice skill. It's a good skill. Anything that halves your pretty much modifiers, it makes essentially going down for me a 2-2 not really that worth it because
Sniper
Totally.
is essentially the best general purpose
yeah.
special ability in the game, I feel like.
So Lucky's not bad. It'll let you reroll. I think other.
I like Lucky.
I'm considering just instead of getting Lucky 2, just going up to spending 10 points of fame to get 1 experience. To get 12, so I can go up to Reflex 4, so that way I can get 2-2. It's tempting.
I used all of my experience to become a 2-2 pilot, get Lucky 3, and then bump my edge to 2.
I honestly stopped tracking experience like 10 sessions ago, so I don't even know how much I would have had. I probably could have had 4s across the board because I haven't spent any XP. I feel
I
like
haven't
all
spent
season.
any XP really except to fix my mech
Yeah.
because I didn't know how to use it.
Is there a good heat SLA besides the hot dog?
Not really.
Even
Okay.
hot dog's not great.
Yeah.
All right, never mind. Thank you. Ideally, I would like to fire all my PPCs around every turn, but okay, I'm not going to be able to.
Brad, if you haven't spent much XP and I didn't spend much XP, you probably also had 26.
Yeah, that's how much I had marked on my sheet. No, I actually had 20 marked on my sheet. So you're probably right. I probably have 6 more than I think I do, which
Okay.
means I have enough to make my edge 4 as well.
That is saying blow all your XP on salvage.
Even though it was the last session.
Retire and just be like, I got 50 billion C bills worth of clan equipment.
All right, I'm going to lock down and say instead of getting Lucky 2, I'm going to spend 10 Fate to get experience to get Reflex 4. which is the only time you'll ever see Fate being dropped down to 1 experience point.
Soundwave, is it too much for you? We're overwhelming you?
Every time it'll load the map, and the second the map loads, then it times me out. I've got my settings all the way down to minimum, so it's just something that maybe it's my cache is not liking me.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Is that you want to give him a chance to do a computer restart?
Yes, I do.
Blow
want
in
to
the
give him a chance
cartridge.
to do that. Clear the RAM,
Yeah.
Yeah.
fill the doodads.
Yeah, you can always just download some more RAM too.
Yeah.
Please stop, Eric. I died inside.
Aye.
Just to mention, this map was made by Sidious and Dunamis, who made 6 different copies of it, making it smaller and smaller and smaller as it went on to make sure that we could get everyone to load. This situation right now is the exact nightmare I was hoping didn't happen.
And I was one of the helpers that tested it.
I
That's
know.
so annoying as fuck.
I know, it's all of the additional stuff is probably weighting your computer down. But yeah, you're
Okay,
probably good
yes.
for a PC restart. We can just talk about Disney for some reason.
Okay, I'll be
My
back.
computer actually loaded this, and I didn't think it was because it wasn't loading YouTube earlier.
Fascinating.
That
Seems
YouTube.
to be working pretty well for me. I'm happy.
I'm going to give the audience a quick overlook of the enemy mechs real quick. I don't know if I got all their sheets done correctly. I'm just going to slowly scroll through them. How do we feel about Mandalorian Season 2? That's a controversial topic.
Why is that controversial?
Oh, it's
Well,
controversial. Yeah.
some people are mad about Star Wars and Disney sometimes. Yeah,
Everyone
it's-
universally says Mandalorian's great.
I don't think any of those people that are mad about Star Wars and Disney are mad about The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the one
any-
non-controversial Star Wars topic there is right now.
Brad, I will push back a little bit because I feel like people who
There you go.
hate Disney and Star Wars, they actually hate themselves now because The Mandalorian's good. They're like, damn it, Disney got me back in.
Yep. But is that controversy?
No.
I think that's well-designed retargeting self-loathing on Disney's part. Gotcha now, bitch. Hate yourself instead. I like how none of these clan mechs have any armor, Arthur. Can we just keep it like that?
Some of the mechs are going into this battle previously damaged or low on ammunition, and at least one pilot has been shot.
I mean, I see a lot of these. Maybe
Yes,
they look
but-
differently to you, but they're literally 0-0.
Yeah,
Yes,
the top,
those
the top, the top row.
zeros are the ones I haven't had time to fill in.
Oh, okay. No, I think we
Can
should
we
just
help you
leave
fill them
like
in
that.
while
Yes.
we're waiting?
Yeah, I'll just put a couple, just a couple. you know,
I'll take the Warhawk. I'll fill in the Warhawk.
I'll get the direct.
This is like last night when I started
the Kraken.
against the bottom Mega Mech where it spawned in 20 vehicles, but it had an F7 Typhoon, and so first turn all the vehicles got destroyed by the Typhoon.
Wow.
All right, I'll take the gargoyle. I'm done. That seems good.
Wow, Rad. Thanks for
He's
your
just a
help.
little damaged before he got here.
All of the 0-0s have full armor, right?
Yes. All the assault mechs all have full armor.
I'll work on the Behemoth.
What we got? Man of War.
Just so you know, some of you might remember
Warhawk.
that I wanted to one day run
Direwolf.
a 5 Mad Cat star, and then the time that I did it, James ended up running it. This was the battle I wanted to do the 5 Mad Cats on.
Ooh, a Shadow Cat. I love the Shadow Cat.
The Dasher is carrying a elemental point, 5 of them.
Do they just get bigger and
So
bigger?
we need to
Is that
snipe
what I'm
that
looking
thing
at
from
here?
long range. Got it.
No, Gleemo, no! Don't fill in any of the light mix. Not yet.
Oh, sorry.
They're going to be pre-damaged. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess go ahead and fill them in. I'll damage them later. Your first setup is going to be slightly different. All right. I was freaking out. I should not have.
Gleemo, no!
I would hate to be like, I've artisanally seasoned the assault lance or the striker lance to be pre-damaged.
They're free range, dude. Okay.
Organic.
Poor Gleemos. Oh, hey, B, your numbers were off, so I fixed them for you.
They were all 0, so I thought I was helping.
I just threw in a little GMO and beefed them right up. They're good to go.
What is the back of the head armor supposed to be on this? Is it 3?
3. It's
Zero?
always 3. No, well, like I think she means
Internal?
internal. Internal is always 3.
Oh, I know.
Okay, thanks.
0 is what I was
Sorry.
going to say.
I didn't mean back.
Don't worry, Red. You can bring it to 0 soon
I
enough.
said 0, but I meant 0.
Yes, we get it, Red.
0.
AP, we love you, dude.
I'm just trying to get
Why is that
Soundwave
funny?
in here. No, Eric Vulgaris. I love you, man.
We're about to fight to the death on like the biggest,
Yeah.
grandest battle.
Yes. Don't
I'm
worry.
super amped.
We're going to get the Solar season just as soon as I figure out how to make it really bad.
I'm amped
All
about that.
gonna die.
You know what else I'm amped about? The re-release of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2.
It's 1 and
Yeah.
2 combined, and I'm super amped for that as well.
I'm so excited.
This is what it's like when worlds collide.
I'm
It's
saying
like-
the soundtracks
Yeah.
are an anthem.
To a generation.
Yeah, it's what introduced me to Rage Against the Machine. So, yeah.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
There you go.
Where else
Speaking
was
of
I going to listen to
soundtrack
it?
for the generation,
Where are we deploying? it?
anyone
Did
seen
anyone else?
the new Bill and Ted yet?
No, I want to though.
I'm watching it this weekend. Yeah, I didn't have time last weekend.
Oh, dude. But tangentially or unrelated but related, the soundtrack in Umbrella Academy is also phenomenal.
Yes.
Really good.
Awesome. Good to know.
When the first fight scene takes place to like a "They Might Be Giants" song, you're in for a treat.
Oh, Istanbul? Yeah.
Yeah.
What you said? You mentioned something like if you like the genre, you would like it. So
It's like
can you tell me-
superhero, team superhero.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like dysfunctional team superhero. I mean,
like all good teen superheroes. Yeah.
right. Time travel, dysfunctional, Suicide Squad, sibling drama, comedy type show. I guess I don't know if I had to just do a word jumble. That's what I'd throw in there.
Pondo, I've indicated where you're deploying it.
Does anybody
all
watch
those
Tenet?
hexes?
I haven't, but I was not at all
This
interested in
week.
it until I saw the last couple of previews I've seen have kind of got
I'm
me like.
guessing the first 3, like usual.
They've reminded me that it's Christopher Nolan, right?
It is, yeah. A lot of people
It's
say
like-
it's very similar to Inception. Not like
Yeah.
the story, but like the style of the film.
That's
Tenet?
yeah. So that's what I was thinking. The last couple
Right.
previews I saw, I was like, oh yeah, I completely forgot that this guy did Inception. Also, like I forgot Inception existed, and I was like, okay, I'm kind of interested now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to take my wife to that and New Mutants, even though New Mutants been panned by the critics.
I don't care. I'm excited for New Mutants, whether it's shit or not. I'm just ready to see it. Although I'll probably pirate it, to be honest.
Oh. That's straightforward.
Do we have tag
Come at me.
support as well?
You have what?
Do we have tag support
Yes.
or Arrow 4?
So your catapult is going to be dropped behind you, and it is going to be backed up onto a J-27 ordnance truck, which is going to reload it. So I made a note card about how that works over here. So you start with Arrow 4 in the beginning round, and your artillery is going to touch the ground on round 6, and it'll be ready to fire.
Oh, round 6. Oh, jeez.
There's 20 mechs on the field, man. It's going to be a long fight.
Oh, yeah. All right.
I think ammo will be a consideration in this battle for sure.
Yes. That's why, for once, the enemies actually have ammo cards. Some of their mechs.
Man. All right, so we had to send Arrow Force 5 rounds ahead, then artillery 6
No,
rounds
no, it
back.
doesn't take 5 rounds to arrive. It takes 1 round to arrive. But it can
Oh, okay.
fire 5 times, then it has to reload.
Oh, okay. We don't get artillery support until round 6.
Yes, and your artillery will also only take 1 round. And you know what? We're going to do it James style. I'm going to take my headset off, and you all can discuss which blind hex you're going to put it in. And when you're done, you text me on Discord. And that way I won't know where it's going to land. And thus, I won't be like, okay, well, I just obviously move out of the way.
Okay.
not really James style. It's more the rules style.
Yeah, but I don't. Listen, James, I think you already know. I don't play by the rules. I take the rules, I forget half of them, and I make the other ones go faster to be slightly more entertaining. I did have a comment that hurt me deeply inside. Let me read it for you. I pretty much skipped the mech combat for this show. I love the mech combat, just not using these rules. I chuckle at your silly RP and struggle with my control freak backseating tendencies during the Merc decision making. Honestly, the company budgeting and general strategy is what draws me to this show the most. This comment wounded me deep.
Wow. Thank
deep
you.
Inside.
That is Sephiroth _ CPA _
You forgot
I'm
the
sure they
X's
mean
in the
well.
beginning and the end.
It's not me. It's you.
Enjoy the silly RP, but I hate everything else.
Look, I really like the conversion in season 2 when they went from cash-based to accrual-based accounting. It was really riveting. Sorry, I'm disparaging some random person. You're okay.
Don't worry. We now know that Soundwave definitely does not have an SSD. We can 100%
I'm just glad that you like
confirm.
any part of this show.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, hopefully you'd have to like the show to get this far into it.
Yeah.
I like the fact, looking at this map, because as you said that they were working really hard to make it compatible. The fact that like one corner is more cut off than the rest.
Yeah,
it makes it feel like it makes it like they'll play like one hex at a time until it loaded.
Yes. Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, apparently this corner pushed us over the edge and it had to go.
It bothers me so much.
Just think that the original map was about twice as big as this.
Jeez.
Yeah, can I have an F in the chat for symmetry, please?
Yes.
There's like a huge F for that because no one corner is the same.
It's like the page.
I
in a
know
book
it's not
that's
the
been
same.
Earmarked.
It bothers me so much. It's a nice map, though.
Just be aware, there's hail and possible tornadoes in my area, so if I drop, there's nothing to do. If I drop, that's it.
My cell phone is warm right now.
Oh, right, because you're tethering.
For this,
yeah.
So it's warm.
I'm used to my devices routinely shut off on me while I'm at work because I mostly work outside. So it's like 108 degrees and you pull out your iPhone and look at it and the sun hits it directly. It's like powering down, too hot. I'm like, okay, cool. You were literally the only tool I needed to do my job today and you don't work.
Is this your snail underneath my rule book? Raddosaurus.
Why do you think I draw snails? I've never drawn a snail on this show before.
Who drew the snail?
That's a cotton. That's cotton.
Is that
written
you?
all over it.
I didn't draw it, but I was looking at it.
So, this is the second time I've seen these snails. I don't know who's drawing them.
It didn't have angry eyebrows last time I looked at it.
It's not my snail.
I don't know.
There it is.
I
was like, I don't know what you're talking
Computer's not set up for that.
And then I zoom out and I catch the synthwave snail in the corner.
The snail is obviously used by tablet, and I could see Cotton's tablet's not set up to make the said snail, so it had to be rad.
Okay, I mean,
These lines are too accurate to be done by hand. It had to be.
It wasn't me because I would never make the eyebrows a different color than the snail.
my computer that I draw on is in my truck. So, I mean, if you think somehow I use that to draw the snail, that would be an impressive feat.
It could have been drawn with a mouse.
Oh, so she admits to it.
I didn't do it, but it could have been drawn with a mouse.
Didn't she just add a bunch of XP to her ability to lie to us? I swear that just happened.
Are we sure this isn't how Dynamis and Sidious sign their maps?
Yeah, hey, there it is.
Yes, I'm absolutely certain because I'm the
the
one that
maker's
loaded
mark.
the map on there.
The
We need to go
snail
back-
has been here
That's
for
the
a
map
while,
makers.
but the eyebrows
Yeah.
were not. So someone's added to it since I looked at it.
I mean,
I
I wish-
loaded all of that stuff onto this map. They
I
only
do
came with the
genuinely wish I
terrain.
could take credit for the eyebrows, but unfortunately I can't.
Are you taking credit for the snail?
I mean, I wish I could at this point. It would be pretty cool.
It was the snail that pushed Soundwave over the edge.
I don't understand.
Yeah,
We
it's
can't
those
get anyone
pixels.
I can't load the snail. I'm out.
to take credit for the snail. I don't understand.
It's a cute snail.
Hey,
I was going to say that the best twist would be
Connected.
that Arthur has always been behind the snail, but I know Arthur couldn't draw that snail, so that's how I know.
I couldn't draw a straight line with the line tool.
Is it
Hey,
one of the
none of
previous
these lines
cast
are
members
straight.
that's in ghost mode and put
I
the
mean,
snail
look at
in?
Arthur's arrow here. Let's have some realistic expectations.
Oh,
it's
now
not
I
good.
disconnected again.
Soundwave, no.
But I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get him in here. Let's see if we can get him back on the Zoom.
Whoops. I'll draw the line again.
I mean,
No, we
there's
don't need the
literally-
line. The line was
There's
just
literally a line tool.
yes, but I didn't use it. I was afraid I would break it.
We know.
I know that you know.
I'll draw it back the way Arthur had it. Here's my eraser. Erase.
Who's erasing the snail?
Who erased the snail? No.
You son of a bitch.
Snail's doing
He
it.
was our mascot.
I can't get the last one.
Is someone
There we go.
pretending to be me? Because that is the worst.
I redrew your arrow for you.
Thanks. I'm gonna sign this picture.
The Path of the Fellowship.
Oh god, that line is 3D.
Yeah, I don't know. I like hit an air thing and it. Ooh.
Whoa!
It looks
really
right
cool.
from my point of view.
It's
but
one of
if
those
you
3D
move
printer
slightly-
Certain perspective. The Jedi.
What the fuck? I didn't even know that was a thing that could happen.
I didn't know that was the thing that could happen.
Yeah, we're looking at it on the screen. You
I feel like
Yeah.
Soundwave's trying to put out a fire, and we're just tipping oil in it right now.
Your signature just literally became erect.
Oh. Yeah, you could just do it if you're not looking straight top down. You can just write in the air.
What?
There's still a bit of pen just floating in the air.
Oh my god, we could play Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Ooh.
No, this would be really bad.
What are
This is
you
actually the
doing?
reason why.
It's a roller coaster ride, bro.
So when I said before, how do you rate Taka's game between 1 and disaster? I'm
Oh my
getting a
gosh.
feeling
If
for
you
where the
look at
rating-
the orange thing from the right angle, you can't even see it. It just appears when you turn the screen around.
Oops, I may have just erased. Oh no,
Oh, you did.
Pondo
I did.
Okay. I was trying to
Those
erase
are
just
fun,
mine.
killer.
I
Yes.
erased them all.
That's so true.
all right. What can we do if Soundwaves can't join? Can Soundwaves maybe can
We start
Soundwaves join the
deleting
Zoom call?
individual
And
I was
can
gonna
he
say,
watch another?
I could start a second.
Watch the stream.
I could start
Yeah.
a second Zoom, and
I could stream it and share your screen.
yeah, I could share my screen in Discord. I can't start a second Zoom; it won't let you do that. But I could share it in Discord.
Okay,
Like,
let's
we could
try
do it.
that.
We could do a Discord chat.
Can we
think
set
that
up
might
a
be-
series of telegraphing stations?
Yeah.
Let me see if
I mean, my thought was delete more hexes until he can get in.
Or perhaps a mud of some kind where he could just type in.
Maybe even out these.
Yeah, I think you mean delete hexes till the corners are equal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we do some more mise en place until Soundwaves comes on in terms of mech placements or anything? Can we help you at all?
Wait,
No, I think we're good actually.
Okay.
we need to let the guy know who doesn't like watching the battles. He needs to watch this show because he's not going to see the battle, but he's going to see.
Yeah, you're
a
gonna
lot of
skip the
funny
whole
stuff.
battle.
Yeah.
He's got goofs.
Ebola nonsense.
Gabs.
You know, while we're waiting for Soundwave to get back, why don't we ask everyone what their favorite mech is? I'm not going to start with Limo because he's busy helping Soundwave, I think.
I'll start.
Yeah?
Are we limiting by tonnage or anything like that? Or okay, maybe the Vindicator,
Really?
the
Wow.
Griffin.
That's a bold choice.
I like jumps and I like PPCs. I'm a simple man. They're not the best mechs by far. You know.
know that Eric Vulgaris was a filthy Capellian.
That's the reason why I don't like to say I like the Vindicator is because they're
It's
fucking
Capellian.
Capellans. Yeah, and
And it's not
It
even
sucks.
one of the good Capellian mechs that the Federated Sun steals.
steal. Right. Well, it doesn't have a ballistic, so obviously the Federated Sons don't steal from it. They're like, oh god, I don't know how to use this. if it doesn't have an ammo bin, we can't copy it.
Precisely.
So. But yeah, I like those ones. So maybe like a Griffin, I guess. Let's say Griffin. That's the safer one. It's like, I don't know. Yeah. Let's go with that. Is that a
James?
controversial take?
I'm sure you have a
I don't think
wide choice set here.
Yeah, no, look, I mean, like overall, since I first started playing Battletech, my favorite mech has been the Thor Prime, or the Summoner from the from Clans, because as I said, like I really started with the very first thing I have at Battletech was actually the Mechwarrior RPG, when the clans were first brought in, and it had all the stuff about the clan mechs in the middle and the color pages of the Mechwarrior RPG book. And so a lot of the first mechs I saw were actually the clan mechs rather than the Innisphere mechs, and I just liked the style of the Summoner. And then I played that for ages when they had the VR games like the Battletech Battle Pods.
Mm-hmm.
That was my go-to mech for that. But I mean, like that was before I really had to care for like what its equipment was. I just liked the look of it and the style. So that's probably, I'll go for my favorite.
Pondo?
I think my choice is obvious. Is the Wolverine. I don't know why I keep gravitating towards it every time. I think ever since I first looked at it and saw that it was like a big chunky guy that actually went pretty quick, I just kept gravitating to it, and I did well in it in season 1, to be perfectly honest, and kind of kept on going there. I got absolutely thrashed in season 2 with it about every time I used it.
Brad?
That's tough. I mean, can I give you a couple like Eric did?
No.
No?
No. I only
Okay,
made fun of Eric for his first choice.
Then I refuse to participate.
Very well. Klimo, you got a second to give us your favorite mech?
You didn't even pick a single clacker.
First off,
Unbelievable.
Soundwave, is my screen share working for you?
Yes, I can see. Thanks.
Perfect. Jenner.
Yes. Fantastic.
Largely for sentimental reasons, because when I was playing in college, I didn't have any money, so I only had one mini, so I always played Jenner.
No, yeah, the crab is not my favorite. The king crab or the crab has never been really anywhere near my favorites.
A Marauder is an honorary crab.
No, it's not.
It's an honorary crab.
Not even close.
Marauder is an anime boy.
An honorary crab for sure.
I'll say that conceptually, I like troopers the best, but my favorite mech, which is not a trooper, similar to James, my first exposure was clan stuff. And even though now I far prefer inner sphere mechs in practice than I do clan mechs, my favorite mech's probably the Shadow Cat, because I played it a lot in the games. I like speed, I like agility, and aesthetically, I've always preferred like the chicken walker, reverse legs. So I really felt the Shadow Cat was really my favorite. But now, I mean, that's like historically. Now I would say I favor stuff more like, the Thunderbolt or like the Enforcer, like those just kind of like backbone style, like trooper mechs. That's the style of mech that I like the most. But just for posterity's sake, the Shadow Cat was kind of my first favorite mech.
Soundwave?
I ran through the years and changed 3 times. It was originally the Atlas. It was on the cover of a lot of the artwork that I got in the first video game that came out, one of those, I think, 10 or 11 3.5 discs that it came on. It was a lot of discs. Then it became the Mad Cats, because they were now the new hotness on the art and everything. That's all I could see, because I was in the South where you didn't get a lot of this kind of product, so it consumed everything you had that you get a hold of. And it ended at pretty much the Phoenix Hawks, because they were the default lamb that was available in most everything. I was going to end on a lamb. I know they're terrible, but I love them just the same.
Man. Unbelievably terrible.
Turns out we need a Marauder and a King Crab.
They didn't come along for the ride?
I don't think they came along for the
I
ride.
thought Brad wasn't using the king crab.
No, I decided I would do it.
Oh, okay.
It's because his charging ability got neutered.
Well, I mean, I think it would work on this map, but just like 20 mechs, dude. You want my 55 tonner to survive?
Yeah.
Quarters combat with 20 clan mechs? Like, I would die halfway through this encounter and then just sit and watch you guys for like the rest of the finale. And that
Probably what's
seems
happening to me.
seems kind of
My 55 tonner, my hatchet wielding mech.
yeah.
I'm gonna go make some popcorn. Y'all want some popcorn?
I want to avoid a Glimo situation here. Is basically what I'm saying.
I've never seen a Caesar so perfectly can opened.
I'd rather die, in the last third of the battle as opposed to the first third, which I feel like running up to people's faces. I feel like I definitely could get through the light wave, probably no problem. Maybe the second wave, but there's no way the Centurion survives the third wave of this. I mean, there's no topography here. There's very little cover. There's, standing in a set of trees is like your best case scenario. And by the time you get to the third wave, every mech's got a one-shot capability on a 55-ton mech. So I feel like King Crab's kind of the only way.
Not dying immediately is why I didn't take the Arctic Cheetah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The tree cover is pretty poor.
Even the Arctic Cheetah has enough speed to where it could say pretty solid. The Centurion can only do that 12 hex sprint safely. He can only do it every other turn because otherwise the numbers on the superchargers start getting up there. You start getting in kind of danger zone for failure.
The Arctic Cheetah's highest armor is also 9.
Yeah, that's rough.
We'll just try to connect one last time, and then I'm going to give up.
Can we?
Second wave, our cheetah would have a rough time.
When we're deploying on the edge of the map here, can we? How do these slants play?
You can go 3 from the slants.
Okay.
Cotton, favorite mech?
This may come as a big shocker, but I'm fond of the Marauder. Too.
Crab mech.
I am.
No, I've only piloted like 3 mechs. And I do really like moving fast in the Arctic Cheetah, but I favor the Marauder too.
No, don't worry. Soundwave will disconnect.
Yeah.
Don't believe in it. The power
I believe in it.
I don't.
I believe.
I just realized one of the problems is I've got too many of his maps, and they're all hitting each other and bouncing off and trying to download each other.
Were you just trying to reverse psychology TTS, Arthur?
No, I actually don't think he's going to be able to connect. I don't want anyone to get any positive feelings.
Wow. Okay.
I have all the positive feelings.
We're gonna put that on your gravestone.
All right.
Black hole of negativity.
Feelings. AP Gaming. Arthur Perkins. He died like he lived.
I'm here to remove all hope.
No positive feelings.
Hopeless.
With no positive feelings.
Can I get a counter? That'd be great.
A counter? Sure.
Like a digital counter? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I only have like one thing I need to count as far as ammunition.
Never even heard of a guillotine.
See, what I really should have done.
I like the guillotine a lot.
It is a beautiful mech. I love it.
Oh,
I think it's, and this will be controversial because people love the Grasshopper, but I think it's a better Grasshopper than the Grasshopper is. You basically flip flop the LRM5 for an SRM6, so like, or maybe it's SRM4 or whatever it is, but you basically
instantly better.
Yeah, you lose the pokiness, the long range pokiness of the Grasshopper, and you become even a more specialized knife fighter. It's great.
Yeah, it doesn't
but your LRM, you're gonna do 1 damage with it.
Yeah,
the LRM 5, you're gonna do 1 damage a turn if you hit. Come on, SRM's all the way.
I think you at minimum hit 2. Well, usually you hit 2.
For the LRM, yeah.
Yeah, at minimum you hit 1, but typically you're going to get at least 2 in.
Sure. Okay.
If you roll double ones a lot, then you need to rethink your.
Still though, you're in a mech that you're trying to run up into sub's face and unload a ton of lasers into it. I mean, I don't know. I'd take an SRM over an LRM in that situation every day.
Yeah. This is because the SRM 6 and the medium lasers have the same range bands as well.
Yeah.
So when you're blasting, you're blasting.
Yep. I like the aesthetic of the Grasshopper better. I think it's a better looking mech. I think the Guillotine looks a little strange, but I think it's a superbly designed machine, especially
that's a killing
considering
machine.
its peers in that time frame for the Inner Sphere. I think it's excellent.
Are we ready to roll off?
Oh yes. Did Soundwaves get it going?
Yeah.
Who's our commander?
Who is your commander? That's a great question.
I'm guessing me.
Okay.
Unless someone has like 6 leadership, then.
Can't wait for someone to give you orders during this battle.
I mean, it's always a possibility. There's always people up or higher than me.
It's always a bigger fish.
Yeah.
I have 6
15.
leadership.
Should have dumped all my XP into leadership.
15.
Okay, let's reroll.
God damn it.
12.
15.
So,
I
as
didn't-
your dropship is coming down, there is music playing over the public broadcast channel. The Northwind Highlanders are attempting to jam local transmissions, as is usual, by playing bagpipe music over all wideband spectrum,
Excellent.
trying to drown out all units. You see numerous Highlander mechs. Many of them are grievously injured, missing torsos, missing arms. A lot of them have leg damage. Several of them that are passing you are still smoking from recent hits. A line of infantry are just running through the swamp behind them, being escorted by tanks that are more paper mache than metal at this point. The objective of this battle is to prevent any clan mech from reaching the far side of the map. If any single clan mech reaches the far side, they will make their way into the Northwind Highlanders' rear guard and just begin slaughtering them.
All right, so they're starting. Are they always starting on the opposite side of the map?
They are
or-
starting on this side of the map over here, within 3 hexes, and you all are starting within 3 hexes of your side of the map.
Okay.
Their objective is to make it to your side.
So essentially, the light mechs have the easiest time getting across.
You're telling me
As
the
they-
light mechs are the fastest mechs on the battlefield?
Yeah. So
Pondo, that's crazy.
the light mechs essentially
Revolutionary.
got to hope they don't get murdered by the time before they can get over there within about maybe 4 or 5 turns.
So,
All right. Gotta pop the legs off the light ones.
I am placing first, and I'm just going to go ahead and take that bullet and do 2 mech placements. Start with.
I think pretty much, yeah, we are all not going to be able to be really firing this first couple rounds.
No, it's going to take us at least about.
Gonna be
Yeah.
what?
the
It's what, like
ERPBCs.
60 hexes across.
Yeah.
Can I have 3 more shooter tokens?
Does anybody have clan LBX 20s? LBX 2s?
I have 27-inch range on my Ultra AC.
What are you doing with these shooter tokens?
I'm making them look nice, but I can't finish my row.
Okay. You're aware that there's
It
supposed to be
matches the- it
exactly
matches the map
25 of them,
button.
right?
Yeah, there it is.
Just ignore the last 3.
Wow.
It's for her own. It's.
Yes, I understand.
okay.
You
Only
all.
way you can handle the offset corners.
See, this would be the best time to have a Bane where it has like, and just switch out the Ultra AC2s with just LBX 2s.
So your mechs are jumping out of a hovering dropship, which is essentially pouring enormous amount of flame to keep it hovering several feet off the ground. The area around it is being set on fire or turned into horrifying glass, something along those lines. The rivers nearby are drying up simply from the sheer force of holding this dropship in place as your mechs jump off of it.
But does that mean we can change the bog to not be bog anymore?
No.
Hey, with Destiny points you can.
With Destiny points, many things are possible, James. You can just tell me you win the game if you spend one.
Spend one.
And all of our guests have 2 edge.
2 edge.
So, you guys need to place 1 mech.
I'll place first. I placed.
Do you actually get Billy to repaint your mech purple?
Well, I was doing it for my own aesthetic reason. I don't know what it's whatever Black Rabbit painted it.
Okay.
Is that the one that has like the ghost tiger on it?
I believe so.
It could be purple. It's a ghosty
It's
color.
probably actually black with silver trimming, like the crow's black colors, just with the ghost. The purple is for my own eye-catching.
Maybe the ghost is purple.
You guys are up.
So have any chance they're going to have to basically try and run around the outsides, like to get through the middle is going to be real slog, even for the light mechs. So I think we sort of need to have 2 assault mechs on either side of the map. With range, you can still cover the middle. So.
Yep. I took the top part here.
I feel like I probably have the least amount of range out of the assault mechs.
Yeah, I'm all long range, so I'm happy. So Pondo, you're long range too, aren't you?
Yes, pretty much.
So
why don't I come down this side?
I'll just go up the middle.
Okay.
Because with my more limited range, I think that'll give me the most opportunities. And I might be the only assault that can jump, so I can kind of navigate this water and this bog stuff maybe a little bit better.
I can jump as well. But
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm happy to deploy if you like.
Yeah, go ahead.
Traits. There we go.
Yep,
Is
makes sense.
Mozzie in this swamp thing awesome right here?
Yes.
That's sick.
Yeah, I actually just purchased the Swamp Thing awesome skin off
Nice.
the premium.
The premium shop.
Black Rabbit could have actually painted it
Word
like
of
a
Blake
swamp thing.
premium.
Yeah, how many loot
Premium.
boxes did you have to buy in order to get it?
Look, sir.
Comstar drives a hard bargain, okay? It was tough to get this skin.
You know, you could have gotten it from the word for cheaper.
I love this weapon array. Doesn't fuck around. PPC, 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 PPC.
Yeah.
Small laser.
It's a simple mech.
Backup. The backup knife.
Yeah,
Small laser
exactly.
for the birds when they poop on it.
It's only used for when he headbutts another mech.
Yeah.
Small laser.
And it only
It's a
fires on a
sneeze.
headbutt.
Yeah.
AP, you're still deploying, right? Or no?
No. I said you guys are up.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Do you want me to take a flank or want me? I was thinking about kind of going in the middle as well.
It might behoove you to take the center as well.
Yeah, that's what I was. That was
Yeah.
my idea.
Because you do have long range capabilities, but it's still only
Not
maybe 18 hexes.
Yeah, it's 20% less of your long range.
We're just gonna be the running back and the fullback going right up the middle here, Eric.
All right, sounds good, brother.
guys are up.
Aim towards.
Okay,
like,
I'll go ahead.
over
1, 2,
here.
3. Boom. Oh, that's too
4.
many. Oh, no, this shadowed
Tell
drop
me
thing
about
is
boom.
messing me up.
But
You
don't
need to
jump
pick
hits,
a
you
hex
aim around
facing
here.
because you're facing at an illegal angle.
No, I have
You're
I have
doing
the
the
special
Vulgaris
pilot
technique.
ability that doesn't make me pick a hex facing.
You can't have facing every direction at once. You
yeah,
don't need to place it, Eric. I mean, you can if you want to, but
I mean, you okay? I'm
It's
just
not
gonna
going to
hold it till you're
matter, right? Like,
done. I'm just gonna hold it up until
no
you're
matter
done.
where you put your mech,
This-
I think.
Yeah. If you take your hand off of it.
If someone feels very strongly about going next, they can. Otherwise,
Okay,
I'll go and
you can
I'll buy
go.
you more time.
Arthur, are all these mechs? What are these guys doing over here?
I mean,
Have you placed them, or this is
Yes.
the wave we're about to face?
correct.
All
All
right,
right, you guys are up.
I'll buy some in time.
I'm confused.
This is the one. This is the way.
Okay, I've already placed the after Eric, so you guys are up again.
Okay.
So you've already placed 7 mechs.
Correct.
It's weird. Okay.
Look over there, they're all on a line.
Yeah, I see that. I don't understand it, but I see
And
it.
then there's a couple more on the other side.
I feel
I
like
thought they
this
were
is
coming in
beyond-
waves, but Arthur keeps putting more mechs on the board.
I feel like the Timberwolf is playing in the loudspeakers as a Beyonce song, saying "Ladies
He's like, yes.
formation."
Wave 1 is 19 mechs. Wave 2 is 1.
I guess I'll come over here with
Wow.
you, James. I mean,
Hang out.
unless I rush the middle with everyone. I mean, I don't have long range, but
I mean, they're obviously stacking one side, so I
yeah.
feel like we should, if you're long
I think
range,
they're going
you
to
should.
stack both sides. It's just the other side hasn't gone up yet.
Oh,
It's,
okay,
yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah, they're not running up the middle. It would be insane for them to run up the middle.
So what you're saying is we're playing
Their
more.
middle is water.
We're playing more of a zone defense than a man-to-man.
at the moment. Yeah.
I'm not the only one that watches
Did
football
the-
here. Is this lost on everyone else?
No, I got.
Oh, okay, all right. Pondo's with
I
me.
mean, was the 20 verse 8 not?
Yeah.
Listen, I've played Madden before. I understand the words that you're saying.
I understand that the team with more points wins,
Yeah.
All right, you got to
Gold
you
units.
got to
If
take
you-
the ball to the end zone to score a touchdown.
Listen, only
Score
I
some
get to do
points
the
to win
John
the game.
Madden thing.
I live in Nebraska. Football is mandatory here.
Man.
It's literally
Survive
our
corporate-
state slogan.
You can't
You
survive
wanna
in
win.
corporate America unless you can conversationally speak about the sports ball.
Spootsball.
Yeah.
Spootsball.
You have to be able to.
Okay, I'm
It's gonna
finished
be
placing.
brutal.
Soundwave, where do you want to go?
I'm the odd duck out because I'm going to move most likely a minimum of 8 hexes on my every turn.
He is everywhere and
if,
nowhere.
if you're not moving at least 8 hexes, you are crashing. So
Exactly. Or just falling very fast.
Yep.
I guess put me around one of the edge sides. That way I could just
Yeah.
go forward flying and be a target and cut across the board and try to turn around.
This is Medusa in the Massacre, right?
Yes.
yep.
Okay.
That does bring up a question. Could I start off in plane mode?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, because then that way I would be at altitude 1 instead of 0 and have to do all the takeoff stuff.
Yes. You come in flying.
Okay.
You're the only one who doesn't have to jump out the dropship. They catapult you out.
Yeah, I'm so-
They shoot you.
It would have been a lot cooler if I'd actually connect a stupid computer.
You actually flying altitude 1 or are you flying higher than that?
He's literally
gra-
following the ground.
Yeah, you flying nap of the earth. Yeah.
Yeah, there's very short shrubs that are taking a shave as he goes past.
Well, I figured 1 would be the best place to start, considering everybody else has to walk, and then I spin my movement because I have thrust points I have to spend to make those changes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Listen, just hit a sonic boom while you're right above the earth. Everything will go great.
So,
I
I
feel
feel like I
like
would just toss the mechs over.
this is a good time to take our halfway point break, rather than try to fiddle through a bunch of movement for like 10 minutes.
It's gonna be.
And we're going to be doing that the whole second half of the episode.
Whole second
so-
half of the episode. Yeah.
All right, I move here. Okay. All right,
I feel like we're probably going to get into combat range surprisingly fast,
I
despite
think
the length
about
of the
turn
map.
It's
3 or
third
4.
round.
It's
third
just
turn,
because
yeah.
everybody has such long range weapons now. It's not like we're in season 1 where we're like, all right, the catapult with LRMs gets 5 rounds of shooting us before we're in medium laser range.
I remember we used to be afraid of the catapult.
Yeah.
Like, fuck it.
You were so afraid
Eventually,
of it.
eventually
We're
we're
like,
gonna
all right,
develop.
everybody, we gotta hide behind this cliff, or else we're just gonna get pelted by the catapult.
I keep watching Oath of Indosteel thinking, like, when is Arthur just going to put 2 catapults on the enemy lance and just devastate these guys?
Have you watched
Yeah.
the latest episode?
I haven't gotten all the way through it yet, no.
Oh boy, it's an LRM carrier makes an appearance.
Oh, see? That's what I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, this LRM should just ruin people's days.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, I put an SRM carrier on the field during that one battle, and Eric was like, forget the scorpions! Scorpion nest! Go away! Get the SRM carrier!
I immediately jump right into it and get face checked.
Yeah, that's true. You were like a smoking wreck for the rest of the map. Friends, we'll be back for the second half shortly, which will involve actual gameplay, surprisingly. Stick around.